Hi all, I'm Rach, and depending on which page you're watching this from, it's either Tarot and Chat with Rach or Spiritual Angelic Guidance. Whichever you're on, I'm doing August readings, going to do each sign, so I will put the times in the description box below. But we're going to do some tarot and some oracles. So I'll get an oracle card first and I'll work from Aries down to Pisces. So take the bits that resonate. If it doesn't suit you, maybe check your moon sign or rising sign, which you can Google all of that too. So you can find out what yours is. Let me just turn the light on. It's a little bit dark today. I hope you're all doing well. We'll start with Aries. Come down to Aries for August. Let me just clear the... Let me just do a clearing. Okay. Let's go. Tell me about Aries for August. Oh, that came out fast. You have something happening in autumn or within the next 6 to 9 months, around the full moon. Okay, so there's something you're not either learning, some sort of spiritual lesson that you're possibly not learning, something that you don't know. There could be hidden things from you. Maybe you keep attracting the same kind of pattern where there's secrets or things hidden from you, and that is number 8. Eights are about things that transform your life. It could be karma as well. And it's also about taking action. So, and the other number you've got with the autumn is number 3. And 3s are about taking action to help you grow. So it all kind of intertwines right there. Whatever this is though, I feel like it's not leading to success. It's also, I want to say, you don't want to be alone. And it's not making you feel good. So whatever situation you're in is not making you feel good at all. You've definitely got a choice regarding some sort of partnership for some of you. So whatever this is, it's not giving a really good feeling about it. It could be a water sign, air sign, maybe earth sign as well. I don't feel like this is a situation where it's making you feel very calm. It's I'm not getting that there's no equal give and take. Like there's a lack of balance here. No communication possibly. I just fly randomly. This is number 9 and it came out in reverse. And 9s are about something coming to an ending. I feel like you're trying to avoid that though. You're trying to avoid an ending here. Even though like the balloon in reverse showing me that you're not even feeling like it's something that makes you happy. Like you're not having fun in this situation. All right, let's get some tarot. It's also the unknown, like knowing that things could be hidden from you. That's going to make you feel all kinds of way as well. Like anxiety, depression, all those things. So yeah, this is not, I'm feeling tired as well. So I'm feeling like you might not be sleeping all that well, and you're not speaking your truth because my throat's going all strange. You've got Judgment in reverse. So you're doubting yourself. You're judging yourself. Ace of Swords. Communication. That one's also about getting some sort of clarity. Tell me more for Aries, please. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And on the bottom is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you're definitely doubting yourself about this situation. It's like, do I... Like, you're knowing that you're not happy, right? You probably got suspicions, because we're all pretty cluey when it comes to this kind of thing, right? And it's like, you're questioning whether what your intuition is telling you is correct. You're doubting yourself. You're judging yourself, because we're all our worst inner critics. Yeah, definitely getting some clarity. The confusion's clearing. And I feel like you need to just cut whatever is not for your highest good. Can you tell me first about the Judgment? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, somebody is needing to definitely work on their self-worth. This person could be hustling you as well. Maybe even taking like your money, that kind of thing. Or using you for money, I want to say as well. Tell me about Deception and Envy is on the bottom in reverse. And you've even got the Magician about awareness in reverse. Like, there is no firm foundation here. There are things hidden from you. This person is being deceptive. And you're not trusting your intuition, which is exactly what I've been saying this whole time. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, you're going to be getting some clarity. And it's all about you now taking action. So you can transform and grow. Look, you're avoiding the Tower moment, like I said. You're definitely trying to avoid that. And with the Three of Pentacles in reverse as well. Like, this is not wanting to be alone. Not working as a team. You know, I feel like you might do a lot for this person. And I'm getting that they don't recognize you for what you're actually doing for them. They're not appreciating who you are for somebody. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse as well, as I said, this isn't even making you feel good. It's like comfort zone, routine, you know, like not wanting to sort of get out of that. Because you get used to the routine, you get, you know, but at the same time, you're not happy, which is what I said with the balloon in reverse. Like, this isn't making you feel good. This isn't making you go, wow, I can't wait to have this for the rest of my life. I think if I said that to you, you'd probably want to like slap yourself. Not literally. I'm not talking be violent. Just a, you know, form of speech. But yeah, I feel like whatever this is, it's, oh my God, the same card. It's not making you feel good. It's not giving you what you want. Material harvest in reverse. And it can mean, doesn't have to be material goods, but it just means I feel like you're giving And this person is like taking. I don't feel like there's this equal give and take here. But you're not wanting to make a decision because, look, your everyday things, it's going to affect your everyday things. You don't want to deal with the broken heart, but there is going to be, like, you are going to complete the cycle. You are going to complete this. Yeah. With the card on the bottom, the Queen of Pentacles, you're not looking after yourself. You're neglecting yourself. This person could also be somebody who is very possessive and very smothering. Also not good with money. But I feel like you need to work on that. Like, you need to work on being more financially independent, caring for yourself and putting yourself first. Don't let somebody else, you know, tell you what to do. Yeah, look. Material and spiritual prosperity, the 6 of Pentacles. You, I feel like you always give to people. You do anything for these people that are in your life that you love. And I feel like it's just not being returned. Yeah, you want this. You want your you want your person, your twin flame. That's what you want. But you're having a lack of patience here when it comes to this. Know though that, you've got a cycle or something to break, even if this person is not in your life anymore. It could be energetically, or it could just be a cycle that you're going through. Like, you're attracting these kinds of people if you're not in a love relationship. And I feel like, yeah, there's like conflict and defeat. 5 of Swords. You're attracting toxic people. So there is definitely a pattern here that you need to work on. Anyway, that is what I have for you, Aries. Let me put these away. And I'm going to work, let me write down the time. 12, it will say 13 minutes. Okay, we're going to work on Leo. Also, Aries, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. If you're on either channel, please like the other one and check that out as well. All right, Leo. If you are on, in case you missed the beginning, I'm Rach, and if you haven't seen me before, this will probably go if you're from either page, Spiritual and Angelic Guidance, or Tarot and Chat with Rach. So, welcome if you are from either of those pages. Take the bits that resonate. If this doesn't resonate with you and this is your sun sign, check out your moon, your rising. You can Google all that. All right, tell me. Oh, let me just do a clearing for Leo. I keep forgetting to do this. Okay. For Leo. Tell me about Leo for August. Wedding rings. Ooh, union, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion, marriage. You've got the dragonfly in reverse. Engagement ring. Ooh. Passion is in reverse. Now, I do have concerns because you've got the dragonfly in reverse and you've got passion in reverse. Ooh, and you've got soulmate, separation, coffin, and phoenix on the bottom. Okay, so abundance, grounding. Okay. You could be married, engaged, high level of commitment. If that's not where you are, that could still be coming in your future. Now, they are both separated. Like I've got wedding rings and engagement rings, and in the middle, you've got the dragon. If I can pick it up, you've got the dragonfly in reverse. Now, the dragonfly is about finding things out, right? It's about making change, things coming to light so you can heal them. And it came out in reverse. So things are either being hidden from you or there's no healing that's been done here. But there's a lot you still don't know in this situation. The other card on the other side of the engagement ring is passion in reverse. So I feel like this is a very one-sided relationship. Like it's not like there's equal interest or both people are not putting in the same amount of energy, give and take. Now, partying came out. So this person could have addictions. They could be happily being single, spending time with friends. They might even see that you are. So this could be somebody that you were with and you're no longer with. So there's some sort of separation. Now, as I said, you had soulmates, separation, coffin. So this person was in your life for a reason, needing to learn something, but you've left that situation, right? You've because it's all about liberation. But it's also about reborn, new beginnings, tragic endings. So like endings, new beginnings. And after that card, you had the Phoenix, which is pretty much saying, so you separated because something ended with the coffin card and you've rebirth, you're like the Phoenix, you're rising again, right? New beginnings. So there was an ending, but this person is it looks like they're coming back for a new beginning from what I'm getting. And they want commitment. But, as I said, there's things you don't know about, right? You've also got abundance and grounding. You want this stability. You want the security. You want this abundance. And I feel like you're manifesting that. So as much as you're manifesting it, there's just, I don't know if you're manifesting this person to come back, but what I do know is this person either hasn't healed, so it means things are not going to be any different, and there's things that are hidden from you, or could be either or. All right, let's get some tarot. Tell me about Leo for August, please. Got 2 cards that came out. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, 9 of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the 5 of Wands in reverse is in the bottom. Wow. And I mean, if I look at all the rest of the deck, it's not like every card in there is in reverse. So it's weird that well, not weird, but interesting that you've got, all cards in reverse. So Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody not wanting to change, right? Not breaking a cycle, because normally the circle the Wheel of Fortune wheel goes around, right? So we have good luck, we have bad luck, we have good luck, we have bad luck. It's also about In reverse, it's more about resisting the change. Like, somebody needs to heal. Something needs to change in this person's life, and it looks like that's not happening. And I feel like you could feel like that you're having a lot of bad luck, and that's like things just keep going wrong for you. But it's like, unfortunately, it's out of your control. I feel like things are going to start getting better for you because of, as I said, the wheel goes around and around and around. And if this is not you, this is them. So take as resonates. But someone feels like things just are not going right. Like disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Can you tell me about that? Your truth. Interesting. We talked about things being hidden from you, and then you've got the truth card. Interesting. Which is also the judgment card. Things coming to light. Things, this is like clarity. But it's like rest and rejuvenate, which is like the Four of Swords. And you know, this is about recovering, being like hermit mode. So I feel like you both have separated, you've both, you know, or somebody here is working on themselves, they're taking time by themselves. But the thing that I want to say though is that could be you working on your healing. And like at the moment, as I said, this person is either not healing or still there's things that are still being hidden from you. So even if you went back there, you as a healed person, I don't think you're going to want to take this person back, even if they came back, because go away fly. Maybe Google what the spiritual meaning like of a fly is, because there's a fly, one fly hanging around. Yeah, so I feel like though you're probably feeling like you're really tired right now, feeling very exhausted. But yeah, whether this person comes back, I just don't know if you would take them back, because you're doing the healing and I don't feel like this person is. The Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like you were excited because you got what you had always wanted, you thought, when you met this person. But I do feel like it just wasn't what you expected. Like this just wasn't what you expected. I do want to say, even with the Ace of Wands, like this is going to be a missed opportunity for this person because of what they did. I also do feel like there could have been other distractions in this person's life. And by that I mean, could be addiction, could be a third party, could be whatever. But yeah, I feel like this person just isn't, you didn't get what you had thought. Like you went in there thinking, okay, we're going to have a future together, you know, this is what I'm expecting, but this is not what you got. Work on your self-esteem. Yeah, work on your self-esteem, because I feel like this person is definitely, and this might not be just this person, you might have had like a whole heap of like hurts that's all, you know, like added up and added up and added up. And so yeah, you don't have a lot of self-worth. This card came out for Aries too. Material Harvest, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Guess what that's about? Self-worth. So also work on your finances, because as I said, I feel like this person could have taken, oh no, that's not you. I didn't say it out loud, but this person, you might have given them money, you might have, because with the Nine of Cups in reverse, you might have done that. You might have given them money. They could have stolen from you if they've got addictions, who knows. But whatever this is, unfortunately they were deceptive. They weren't giving an equal give and take. They tried to sell you this like illusion of what your future was going to be. This person, I feel like they just didn't have your best interest at heart. Yeah. This person could also be very manipulating, with the Magician in reverse. You might be trapped in fear though. You might be like worried about leaving this situation, but it's like all in your head, right? Or you might be thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to be alone forever. Or if I'm not with this person, or, you know, this person makes you feel that way. They make you feel like the Eight of Swords. Imprisoned, indecisive, like you've got limited options. But it's telling me that you're going to have success. You can get your happy family. Is it with this person? I'll have to find out. But you've also got the Five of Wands in reverse as well. So you're trying to avoid conflict, but you've got a lot of internal conflict when it comes to this situation. Make sure your head and your heart are in alignment, because I feel like they're not. I feel like it was like you could relax once you left this situation. I feel like this was very stressful with the Five of Wands in reverse. You've got the Five of Pentacles. Feeling like this person, I feel like this is like someone playing a victim here. Like somebody left them in the cold. You might feel like this person left you in the cold. They could have ghosted you. You are going to have a new beginning, new love, if that's what you're after. It's like you are going to get abundance, like I said. This was the right deck, wasn't it? Yeah. You are going to get abundance, like I said. You are going to get stability and security, like I said, because you've got the... Yeah, you are going to get abundance. You are going to get what you want, but it's unfortunately... Yeah, let me just find out. Can you tell me, Leo, before I quickly get on to the next? Sorry, this is a long reading. Leo, what is going to be the outcome for Leo with this person? When this person comes back and wants to try again, what is going to be the outcome for Leo with this person? You're working on your abundance. You can have success, like I said, the exact same card. with the Nine of Pentacles, wherever that was. Oh, did I have Nine of Pentacles? Oh, yeah. It was in reverse here, Nine of Pentacles. Here it's upright. So you are going to have abundance, like I said. At the moment, though, you're in this place of feeling anxious, hopeless, like, as I said, Nine of Swords. It's like being stabbed in the heart. And, well, not quite stabbed in the heart, that would be the 10. The 9 is more about feeling that depression, anxiety, all that kind of thing. Not sleeping well. Yes. With the 4 of Pentacles, which we had before, I think, as well. This person, there could have been something to do with money, which I think I mentioned before. And I said, no, that wasn't you, but it was. This person, they could have been using you for money, or they could have been something to do with money. But you are going to recover, but it's going to take a bit for you to have to recover from some sort of spiritual loss. And also there was a lack of equal give and take. There's a lack of balance here, but it's telling you to have faith. You have the Lovers in reverse. This person just doesn't have the same morals, same values as you. I feel like this is just telling you, even if this person comes back, I said you've healed, right? You've done the work here on you, right? You have healed. So I feel like, I don't think you're going to take this person back. Even if they come back, I don't feel like you're going to want to go back. So that is what I have for you, Leo. All right, let's move on. Sorry, that was a long read. So 3204. Let me just quickly cleanse. All right, we're moving on to Sag. I might go this deck. I should have done them in order, but anyway, I just felt like whichever ones I'm attracted to at the time. All right, so Sag. If you are on Spiritual and Angelic Guidance or Tarot and Chat with Rach, welcome. I'll share these on both. This reading is going to be for August. I'm going to do an oracle deck and then we'll get some tarot. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this doesn't resonate with you, then check out your other placements, your moon sign or rising. All right, let's get on with it. Sag for August. What is going on for Sag for August? Soulmate. Wow. Okay, that's a good start. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. You got success in reverse and spread your wings in reverse. Oh. Soulmates are people we learn lessons from. Oh, you've also got divine counterpart. Overcoming obstacles, though. In reverse, you've got twin flame. In reverse. Fear, denial. Not wanting to take a leap of faith. Decision to make. Not being able to move on. But then releasing something. Oh my God. Communicate in reverse. Awakening. Oh, okay. I feel like obviously this person has done something, right? Or you've been hurt in the past. So it's like, I don't know if you're willing to accept or whether you can trust this person. You don't know. You don't know if this is going to lead to success because everything else hasn't worked out that way. Or you've been with this person and before and like you've broken up maybe multiple times. So So yeah, it's not giving you the idea that this is going to be successful. But at the same time, not wanting to spread your wings, which is what I said with the other cards here about not wanting to move on, moving on in reverse, but releasing. So, you know, there is going to be a release if it hasn't already. But yeah, this is just, it's either not the right person, not the right time. But the divine, it's like telling you that you are going to be, you know, you are going to be given love when you are ready and it's the right time. There is going to be a divine counterpart sent to you. So this isn't just a soulmate. There is going to be somebody that you are going to get this divine love. I feel like, though, with the overcoming obstacles and the twin flame both in reverse, it's like you don't think you can get past something with a person. But that's probably because twin flame in reverse, they are not your person. All right. Let's do the animal. Tell me what is going on for Sag for August. Freedom, trust, the Fool card in reverse. Oh, sorry, upright. I don't know why I said reverse. Okay, can you tell these cards? I've only got little hands and these cards are like as big as my hands. All right, tell me what's going on, please, for Sag. Whoop, that's way too many. They're flying out now. 3 cards for Sag, please. Yeah. One more, please. One more card, please. Sag. There's so many. This is so hard to. Gonna have to do this in small sections. Okay. So the one that fell out was the Puffin, which is the Fool card. You've got the Weasel, which is the 7 of Swords. You've got the Elephant in reverse, which is Justice. And you've got the Page of Cups, the Alligator. Oh, look at his beady eye. Okay. So, 7 of Swords is the first card. Now, as I said to you, there is going to be a lack of success here. And I did have overcoming obstacles. There's fear, denial. Yeah. Oh, and then look where I split the deck. Deception in reverse. You might not have known that this person could have been deceptive for you, but with the 7 of Swords, there's definitely secrecy. There's somebody wearing a mask. It's all about the devil is in the details. So pay attention, because this person is like a weasel, right? And that's why I feel like it was telling you that there's not going to be any success. And it's like, this is a soulmate, because you are going to be learning from this person. There's a lesson, but let's start with the weasel. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, gee. You are going to be recovering from something where there could have been financial and material changes. Can you tell me more about the Seven of Swords? Too many. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. There's going to be some sort of truth, some sort of clarity with the Judgment card. Truth. Something regarding a relationship in your life. Awareness, firm foundation. Yeah, you're going to become aware of whether something is going to be able to give you that stability and security. So that's good. Yeah, look, some sort of communication. And this can also be clarity. It can also be a fresh start. Then you've got the Justice. Now, this is also about somebody not taking accountability, but also you weren't getting a whole heap of truths here. So with the Elephant in reverse, yeah, as I said, there is going to be the truth coming out here. Same card. This card, I swear to God, has come out with the last two other readings. So, interesting. With this, you've got Conflict and Defeat, which is the other worst card in the deck, besides the Seven of Swords. You've got the Five of Swords. Yeah, this just, it's about toxic relationships right now. And, you know, you want what you want, but it's not really happening right now. But I feel like things are going to start happening for you, but there's something you obviously need to work on, let go of. And I feel like at the moment you're not taking action because you also do have the Chariot in reverse here. Maybe you just feel like you've got lack of direction. But we'll work on the alligator first. So I feel like with the Page of Cups, this is like somebody who could be younger than you, could be quite immature, somebody very sensitive. I feel like you need to trust your intuition when it comes to if this is a new person or this is the old person. Trust your intuition. Now tell me about this Page of Cups. You're moving on from your heartache and loss, and then you've got the Devil in reverse. You've got 12 is the Hangman in reverse, and you've also got the Star. So it's like, have hope. There's something you don't want to sacrifice. There's like, you're not wanting to let go of something, but you're also not seeing, like, I mean, you had the Weasel and now you've got the Devil in reverse. You know, I feel like you just need to realize that whatever this is toxic and you need to get rid of it. But it's telling you to have hope because there is going to be better coming. Look, you are going to be completing the cycle, which is great. But yeah, you've got to work through your heartache and loss first after your heart's broken from this person. All right, tell me about the Chariot. As I said, you've got lack of direction. Look, not wanting to be alone, but you are going to have some sort of new beginning, but it's going to take inner strength. And the Wheel of Fortune here as well. Trust your intuition, like I said. You have a lack of hope with the Star in reverse, but you just had the Star upright a minute ago. So it's like, this is the Sun. You had the Star upright, now you've got the Sun in reverse. So it's like you're not feeling good at the moment. This whole situation is not making you feel good. because you know this person is like a weasel. But it's like, have faith because you do have something coming. You've just got to move away from the situation that isn't giving you what you want. All right. Let's move on. But yeah, this is like, have faith though, because you are going to get your divine counterpart, your twin flame. You might think that this other person is that person, but they're not. All right, let's move on to Taurus. 4534. That fly is on top of my phone now. Go away. All right, let's clear the energy and hopefully the fly. All right. Now, Taurus. Let me go. Now, Taurus, welcome. I am Rach. If you don't know who I am, depending on which page you're seeing this on, it could be spiritual and angelic guidance, could also be tarot and chat with Rach. So whichever page you're on, please check out the other one. I'm trying to start a new channel, but at the moment it's not really working. So I just need to get some more subscribers. So please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If this doesn't resonate, check out your moon sign, your rising sign, but take the bits that resonate. All right, Taurus. What is going on for Taurus in August? Ghosted, disappearing, something not ascending. So somebody not learning. They're not wanting to sort of come back if that's where things are looking to go right now, or you're hoping they're going to go. It's like somebody here is not wanting to like go and date someone new. They're not wanting to there's a lesson here that hasn't been learnt. Blocked obstacles is in reverse. Can you tell me more? Tell me more, please, Taurus. Sudden change, some big shock. Somebody possibly is typing messages but not sending them. They don't want to have union here, or somebody doesn't want to have commitment, but at the same time they're not wanting to date someone new. They need to heal their heart. This could be someone who misses the intimacy with you, but this person is not your person. They possibly were like a karmic as well. Somebody here doesn't want change. They are possibly missing and thinking about you, but there was a lack of truth here, a lack of dedication. They were more for the sex. All right, but yeah, there was some sort of shocking something that happened. It's like a tower moment. Let's find out what's going on here. Maybe it could even be an epiphany. It could have been, it's something that happened fast, quickly. Okay, tell me about Taurus, please, for August. 3 cards. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Oops. Hanged Man. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. On the bottom, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the two Pentacle cards that are here first, I want to say, are both in reverse. So there's a lack of like stability here. This person could have also had no money. They might have like come across like they had money, but they didn't have any money. They really got nothing to their name. Okay, so this person could be somebody who's very shallow. They could have been a sociopath. They could have been somebody that was very jealous. I just feel like there was a lack of abundance here. And as I said, this person probably was really bad with money. They probably had no self-worth. So that could be why they, or I feel like somebody here had low self-worth. I don't know why I said that. Could be you. Maybe that's what attracted them to you, because they're a sociopath. And that you could have been in a situation where you'd had your heart broken with the Three of Swords in reverse, and it's like you were releasing the pain of this, of a situation, and then this person like jumped on that chance to like be with you. And if that's not the case, this person could also, because obviously everyone's got different situations, it could have been you had a breakup with this person, right? You've left this person, or they left you, whatever. Somebody here ghosted. You could have felt like they ghosted you, but you're moving on from that situation. You've ended the cycle. You trusted your intuition. Toxic situation, Five of Swords. So yeah, I feel like this could have been even you letting it go. Like you're moving on from the situation after it hurt you. And that could have been the shocking change, is that you walked away, or they walked away, somebody here walked away. So it could even be that there's no communication because of the ghoster card. It could just be that it doesn't mean anyone ghosted. It could have just been no communication between you and this person after that. I do feel like with this person, you could have felt very trapped. You could have felt like you needed to let it go. But you were in a place of like contemplating letting it go. Maybe you went back and forth, like, I don't know, I'm indecisive, I don't know if I should let it go. Also having that feeling of feeling confined and trapped, and the uncertainty, and do I release it, do I not? I don't know where to go from here. I just feel like, you know, look, no firm foundation here. I don't feel like you had kids with this person, with the Empress in reverse, but I also feel like you could be codependent. Somebody here is thinking back though. This could be somebody you also knew from childhood. There were so many obstacles and challenges, but they're like over now because this situation is over. When you're not with this person, it's like you're a complete different person. And then you have the, what did I say? Seven of Swords in reverse. So yeah, toxic situation. somebody could be coming clean about something or confessing. They're going to come back and say that they've turned over a new leaf. I'm a completely different person. I'm blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Sociopath, remember. Yeah, Sun card in reverse. So, as I said, this isn't like material happiness, a joyous outcome, success, you know, like all the good things that the Sun upright means. And you've got suffering in silence, 9 of Swords. Like, this could have caused you to feel anxious, depressed, you know, like feel a kind of way, not a good way. But you do have the 4 of Pentacles. Letting go of people that, you know, just are not for your highest good. A lack of equal give and take as well. Someone could have been, yeah, controlling. There's too many obstacles here. So there were obviously other issues that people have been going through. Lack of equal give and take, lack of balance. This is also the Justice card, and this is them being dishonest, not taking accountability. It wasn't like there was like a win-win situation. It was like they win, you lose type situation. There was no give and take here. And I feel like even sexually, I don't feel like you really enjoyed it anyway. I do feel like this is a missed opportunity that this person will have to just deal with. You don't need to be with someone like this. So yeah, I feel like there were distractions in this person's life. You definitely need to stand your ground here. And I feel like, you know, don't sacrifice you and what's good for you, because look, you do have success. It's going to take a bit of time, but you might then find somebody who wants to be, you know, work as a team with you. You need to do some healing and some work on yourself first. There could have been a third party here also. All right, that is what I have. Yeah, I feel like telling you to let go, really. But the universe is stepping in with the Shock card because it's like a Tower card. So, all right, let's move on to Virgo. 5808. Oh, and also don't forget to share, like, and subscribe on either page, like I said. Hi, Virgo. If you don't know who I am Rach. I have 2 pages, so whether you're on Spiritual and Angelic Guidance or Tarot and Chat with Rach, welcome. I'm trying to start a new page, being the Tarot and Chat with Rach. So either or, I'm going to probably share to both for now till I get some subscribers, because I've only just started that page the other day. So yeah, I'm going to do some Oracle, take whatever resonates, and then I'll do some Tarot. Take the bits that resonate, leave what doesn't. If this isn't your situation, you could always check your other signs, your moon, rising signs. All right, let's go. Virgo. What is going on for Virgo? Sick and tired. Cycles over at decision made. Look at the dog. How cute is that? Yeah, someone's sick and tired of their just repeating the same shit different day. Tell me more, please. Toxic people. Addictions. Bad advice. Wrong crowd. Like, you're sick and tired of attracting toxic people. I know all about that. I might have to check and see if I've got Virgo in my toxic love as well. Needing to do some healing, have faith that you are going to get what you want. You could find a lot of situations where it's either about the SCX or about someone just being infatuated with you. But they are missing you. Someone is missing you. They could be going through like a really rough, trot as well, where they're broke, they lost their job, they're living beyond their means. And so, I just heard soup kitchen. Do we even have soup kitchens in Australia? I don't know. Whatever this is, it's like they may not even have food is what I'm getting. This person could have had they could have ghosted you. There was some sort of breakup. They could have been living a double life. They might have even got caught. They could have been having an affair. Doing all the texting, calls, whatever, trying to organize meeting up with these people. They could also have something with their ex, depending on what your situation is. So yeah, you're sick and tired of the same shit, different day, same shit people, even if they're in different bodies. It's like, when am I going to get what I want? Somebody without an addiction, somebody without drama, somebody where they don't have a third party, somebody where the death card flew out. Big changes, knowing it's time to move on, transitioning, letting go, releasing, starting anew. Yeah. Nine of Cups. That's good. Page of Cups. Four of Swords. These cards are very hard to read what they actually are. Okay, so let's start with the Death cards. Sacrifice, which is the Hangman in reverse. This is about stalling, being indecisive, not knowing if you want to give something up, which I guess is why the Death card came out, because it's like, yes, it is time to move on. It is time to transition. It is time to put an ending to something that, and you might have done that in the past. You might have ended the relationships with these. I feel like you didn't want to. Like, maybe you don't want to be alone. I'm hearing codependent. All right. But you are going to get your wish fulfilled. I feel like, though, that's what you'd hope to have happen with each of these people. You had thought, you'd gone into it obviously thinking, okay, I'm going to get what I want for my life here. I'm going to get my wishes fulfilled. But, I feel like it left you in a place of depression, anxiety, all those kind of negative feelings. I don't feel like this was like there was good teamwork here either in any of this situation. Look, you need to heal your heart. Work on your heart chakra. Maybe Google. It could be crystals, it could be meditation, it could be other things, but Google what's good for you to heal your heart chakra. Yeah, I see you like wishing upon a star. Yeah, this situation caused you a lot to be in your head, a lot. But you tried to avoid a Tower moment. As I said, you tried to avoid an ending with these people, person, whatever. But yeah, like you've realized that there was needing to be an ending. Yeah, not wanting to make a choice or decision. You wanting success, but at the same time, I think you just had hoped that it was going to be with this person. But each time it wasn't with this person. And maybe you were getting advice from other people. Yeah, just had moving on and the Four of Wands. Moving on. Both cards are about you moving on fresh start, moving on from something. You might think back about the past, but yeah, it's definitely about you moving on. Okay, then you have the Page of Cups in reverse. You doubt your intuition. There's also insecurities. I want to say this person could have been somebody very selfish. You're also in this place where it's like you're sick of having to wait for what you want. So when something comes in, it's like, great. And I feel like maybe that's you cling on to something that comes in, and then unfortunately this is where it leads you, is toxic relationships. But you had hope that it was going to lead to somewhere good. And I feel like if you take action and you make some changes and you work on you and do the healing and spend some time by yourself, you are going to get some success. You are going to get new love. It's just taking its time. At the moment, it's like, I need, I want this, I want this, I want this. Or someone new comes in, I'll cling. Oh shit, there's another bad relationship. You need to break the cycle. Yeah, look, love is in reverse. As I said, these people don't have the same values as you. There's no equal give and take. Yeah, they don't want the same things as you. They very different morals and values. They could have said they wanted commitment, but they don't. Something's being hidden. Five of Swords in reverse. You went through loss, but this person may want to come back, but there is definitely a lack of truth. There's some things you're not knowing about. They're going to come in and be like, I love you, I want you, you're my person, but they're not. As I said, lack of balance. You are going to move past the heartbreak. You need to do some work on you so you don't keep attracting the same people in a different body. Same cycle, same shit, right? On the bottom of the deck, you had the Four of Swords. So this is like recovering. Four of Swords was the card in the forest a minute ago, wherever that card was before I started shuffling. But it's about you needing to just rest. You're probably exhausted because you keep attracting these friggin' energy sucking, assholes. So yeah, you might even be getting back out there. I want to say, like, you are looking to kind of re-enter the world of maybe dating. Yeah, you are going to be overcoming the Five of Cups. And look, breaking the cycle, like I said, with the wheel. You are going to. You just need to do the healing. You need to just take the time to break the cycle, heal your heart, and stop clinging to anything that comes in right now that you feel like, maybe love bombs you. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Now, where was this deck? That one. All right, Capricorn. 010908. Let me quickly clear the energy first. All right. Capricorn. If you are new, hi, I am Rach. So I've got two channels at the moment. I have Spiritual and Angelic Guidance, and I've just started Tarot and Chat with Rach. I'll try and share both links, but if you haven't subscribed to both, please do so. I'm trying to start the new channel as well, so I need to get some subscribers. I'll share these readings on both. So take the bits that resonate. This will be for August 2025. Yeah, take the bits that resonate. If this doesn't suit you, then maybe check your other signs, your moon, your rising, Google all of that. All right, so let's get on with it. All right, what is going on for Capricorn for August? Quite a bit. Rejection came out first, which is not great. Feeling abandoned, dismissed, maybe even just having an irrational fear that you are being rejected. Doesn't mean you are, but it could be just that irrational fear. Now you've got chemistry in reverse, and you've also got boundaries in reverse. So somebody here is feeling rejected because of maybe the lack of chemistry. You also have soulmates, though, on the bottom. We might have to get some tarot. Let's find out what's going on. I've got a whole new heap of tarot decks, so I can do these readings, even though I've got a billion other tarot decks, mind you. But anyway. Okay, so boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries, but you also need to, oh God. Okay, I'm going to have to pop this on hold. I will come back. Okay, sorry about that. I had to help someone. All right, so let's find out what is going on for Capricorn. Tell me 3 cards for Capricorn, please, for August. That's way too many. So yeah, I feel like you may not even have boundaries with this person. And if you do have, I just keep hearing that, like, the walls need to be dropped. Like, you need to let people in. But for others, which is why it's an irrational fear, when this person is in fact your soulmate, for somebody, that could be one situation. But the other storyline I'm getting is that you feel rejected due to a lack of passion, lack of chemistry, lack of attraction, lack of spark, lack of, you know, but also you're needing to have boundaries with this person. So take as resonates for you. I feel like this person could, for some, like for the ones where you need to have boundaries, that's because this person treats you badly. They're manipulative, they're cruel, they're, you know, but with the 7 of Swords, they're also doing wrong by you. They're also doing, you know, things that they shouldn't be doing, being very deceptive. Yeah. You've got, I feel like you do need to just learn and recognize that in your partnerships, you do need to still have your circle of support, you do need to have that friendship, that you need to have that, you know, that circle of support that can be there for you, because it looks like somebody here is going through a toxic situation. There is a tower moment as well. So for that situation, I feel like there is going to be, like, the universe going, if you don't get rid of this person, I'm going to. Tell me about the other situation. For those of you that feel rejected due to, or dismissed or whatever, I feel like you need to really, like, take back power in your own life. If this other person is maybe I just got, if you are feeling rejected in this situation, I want to say, like, maybe due to the chemistry or whatever, maybe it's just that you actually have high expectations when it comes to this person. I feel like maybe, or this situation, maybe it's just like you have too high expectations and they don't realize that they're not meeting it. I got that for someone. You still need to have your own life outside of this other situation, though. Like, you need to have, like, that friendship group, that circle of support. You need to have the other people in your life. You can't just have the one person and be with them, because you need to have friends in your life, and people to support you. Yeah, so I feel like you need to have other interests outside of this person. And I feel like with the boundaries in reverse, it's because due to maybe past hurts, maybe you just think that everyone's going to be deceptive. And that could be why you feel rejected, or dismissed, or you have this irrational fear that someone it's going to go the same way. You could have been married in the past as well, or you're married now. Or you also want someone who's going to have the same morals, same values that you do. You could also be concerned, or like with the people that they are needing to have boundaries, it could be because they had addictions, or they've got addictions, they're, you know. But for the other people where it's an irrational fear, maybe you just worry that it's going to go the same way. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, you're going to have to, like, get out of that fear zone. Like, you're going to be concerned that you are going to be hurt. Yeah, you're definitely, for some people, like for the people that feel rejected and need to have boundaries, this person with being the soulmate card is somebody you need to learn from. So this person was in your life to teach you a lesson. They were there to teach you something so that you can then ascend by growing and learning. And you could have been with people that just didn't treat you nicely. But yeah, the universe is here to kind of go, I've got your back. Yeah, you're moving on from being like the victim. You are going to be doing healing from the heartbreak. Look, lack of support, Four of Wands. Like, you probably, when you went through something that hurt you, Five of Swords, like, you didn't have a circle of support. You need to make friends. You need to have outside interests rather than just this person. And that could be why you came from a place of feeling rejected, because something happened and then it was like you were left alone. And you might have thought that this person, you know, wasn't attracted to you anymore or didn't want to be with you, but that's not the case for someone. All right, let's move on. What deck was this? This one. All right, let's move on. So we've got Libra next. 1/01/21/07. All right, let's clear the energy. Okay, which deck am I going to use for Libra? Let's go Spirit Messages. It's hard having really little hands. Oh, Libra, welcome. I'm Rach. For those of you that don't know, I have 2 pages, Spiritual and Angelic Guidance and Tarot and Chat with Rach. Please, if you haven't subscribed to one, please go and subscribe to both, because I'm trying to start a new channel, so I need to get subscribers, which is the Tarot and Chat with Rach. Take what resonates in this read. I'm going to do some Oracle, then Tarot. And if this reading isn't your situation, maybe check your other signs, the other placements, so your moon, your rising, check all of that. Yeah. All right, let's get on with it. Libra, what's going on with Libra for August? What areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. If something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. If you're unhappy in your life, change something. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own life. So yeah, there's something you're avoiding that you need to change that isn't even making you happy. But you need to now do something about it. Stop playing a victim. All right. Let's find out what is going on for Libra. Okay, tell me more for Libra for August. 8 of Swords, doom and gloom, playing the victim, like I said, drama queen. King of Wands, you've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. And the 9 of Swords in reverse. So, you're feeling like you're trapped. You're feeling like doom and gloom. I can't do anything about my situation, which is exactly what it's saying. What are you avoiding? Stop making excuses. If you're unhappy, change it. Like, stop. You're not a victim. So you can get out of a situation. You can make changes. This could be addictions for some people, something you're not wanting to change. I feel like there's something you don't want to change. You're unhappy in your life, but you don't want to change something. It's like it's easier to play the victim. It's easier to, oh, poor me. And I feel like people around you enable you, because you've got the next card, 10 of Cups. So it's not like you're in a happy family. It's not like you have your wife and kids and whatever you want for your future. It's not like you have that. I feel like you could also have very inauthentic relationships in your family. As I said, I feel like these people enable you rather than help you. They give you that false sense of security. And they're broken just as much as you are. Base chakra. Material harvest. Like, when it comes to like your everyday things, your money, your safety, your shelter, like, I feel like you don't have these things. You're relying on these people, these broken, disconnected people to help you. But I feel like they're not doing what's best for you either. And it's like you can have what you want in your life if you make some changes and you take action. But yeah, why you've got these people in your life and why you continue to play the victim. They don't also help the situation. They just enable you. You're gonna keep going round and round in circles. You're not gonna get what you want. Tell me about this King of Wands. So you were with somebody who was like the King of Wands, and kings don't have to be masculine, right? They're just a king. Male or female, doesn't matter. But this was somebody who you had some sort of ending with. They were very passionate. They could have been creative. They could have been a visionary. They knew what they wanted. Free thinking. They're a natural born leader. You know, like, this person was the complete opposite of these people. And you feel like this person has moved on. They've now let this whole situation go. After having heartbreak, with the Two of Swords in reverse as well, this is like they released this situation. I feel like you were in denial about this situation. Yeah, I just feel like this made this person feel like they weren't getting a truth. They could have cut communication here. I just feel like once they left, there was no more mental conflict here, because there was shit to go here that you were dealing with. You did love this person, and this person did love you. They thought you were your person. They thought there was going to be victory and success, but it turns out it wasn't, and they had to withdraw because they wanted a firm foundation, and you could not offer that. But you didn't want to move on. And then now you're wanting that, but it's going to take action and take you know, making changes in your life and I guess sorting your shit out is what I want to say. For them to even probably consider that. I feel like though, like you probably know that your family you know that they're not doing what's best for you. For example, you've got addictions and you say, oh my God, I've got no money. They give you money. When they know that giving you money, they know what you're spending it on. But they enable you. The Nine of Swords on the bottom, seeing things clearly, it's like recovering from the Nine of Swords. So feeling like you are anxious, worried, blah, blah, blah. As I said, somebody here is now breaking the cycle and recovering. They've put an end to this situation. And I feel like that could be your person. You could have had kids with this person. I feel like they trusted their intuition and they purged whatever wasn't for their highest good. They moved on. Tell me more. Yeah. And now it's just a memory. And they could also be in that place. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, you're probably both thinking about what happened. But somebody here didn't want to make a choice, a decision. More. Yeah, something, this has come to an end. This is a completed cycle. Wheel of Fortune, karma. It's also all about destiny. I feel like I've got a message for somebody. It's like you did something wrong in this situation. This person left. And this could have had something to do with your family and also addictions. But this person's moved on. They've moved on from this situation. They've recovered. Yeah, they still think about this situation and the relationship or whatever, but I feel like they've moved on. And I feel like they've had an ending and they've learnt and they're getting good karma, but I also feel like part of this karma for you is watching this person happy because you did them wrong. That's karma for you. I feel like part of this is you need to control your own life. You need to stop letting broken, inauthentic people that don't really have your highest, you know, best interests in mind. They just help you feel trapped. They just help you feel like a victim. They just, you know, And it's like, back to the original question, what areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? As much as you want to, it is necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. And if something's not quite right, trust it. If you're unhappy in your life, change it. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You're in control of your own life. And you are. These people, you need to stop letting them. Yeah, as much as you might have fears, you need to like... Don't let your fears win, because everything will come together for you. But at the moment, you might have some karma to pay for, which might include seeing this person happy. Yeah. You do need to live up to your own expectations. I feel like these people get involved in your life and maybe they shouldn't, but you let them. All right, let's move on. Gemini, 0136, we'll say 30. All right, let's clear the energy for Gemini. Okay, let's go. Clarifying life situations. All right, Gemini. What time is it? It's all right. Oh, Gemini. Hi, I'm Rach. If you haven't seen my channels before, you could be on either, because I'm going to post this to either. It's either spiritual and angelic guidance or tarot and chat with Rach. This will be for August. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, if it's not your situation, maybe check your other moon and rising placements, whatever signs they are. All right, let's go. So I'm going to do some oracle and some tarot. Tell me about Gemini. Forgot who I was doing for a second. Gemini for August, please. So it looks like you're ascending. I feel like you're discovering new things. And that could be because you're actually paying attention to your own intuition. Fast progress, real promise, releasing chains of the past, so that's good. Looking at the future with possibility, you're being divinely guided, and fulfill promise. Stay committed to your path. Each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. Interesting. On the bottom, you have commitment. Commit to the next stage in your development, and there will be promise fulfilled in some form. And there's two people. Ooh, so something new is going on in your life. And it's helping you ascend, whatever you've been through. So whatever you went through in the past is definitely helping you to ascend, because you're growing, transforming, being open to new things. You've got Four of Pentacles in reverse. Two more cards, please. For Gemini. Thank you. Okay. So, in the past, I feel like you didn't have boundaries. I feel like you possibly, there was too many obstacles here for whatever this was to work. It could have had something to do with insecurities or somebody being possessive. Let's find out more. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles. Not speaking your truth. This was in a love relationship. Tell me what was the Four of Pentacles regarding this relationship. Okay. You've become aware of something. You trusted your intuition. This could have had to do with a third party. So this person could have been doing you wrong. They could have been keeping their options open, I want to say. Let's put it politely, with other people. Maybe you became aware. Look, wisdom as well. You become aware of that with the Hierophant. You could have been married or in a high level of commitment with this person. Yeah. I feel like you were giving a lot to this as well. Like you were giving everything to this person, this relationship. But you definitely became aware, but you never really got to say your piece to this person, is what I'm getting. But you saw this person as like your forever person, but obviously they did not. And I feel like you went into this, yeah, like quite innocent, thinking that like you had your head in the clouds. Like this person was, you were thinking this person is your person. Like they're gonna, you know, give you your wishes fulfilled. This is the Hangman. You were between stalling, not wanting to let something go, to having a new perspective and getting some wisdom about a situation, getting some enlightenment about a situation. And I feel like that is the awareness of what this person was actually doing. And you had the Death card as well, transformation. Like there was an ending. You need to do some work on your on your heart chakra. But there was a definite ending, so you need to transform, which I feel like you did have fast progress, moving forward, getting blah, 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 real promise, releasing the chains of the past. Yeah, we did have the Ascending card as well. So, I mean, this is all helping you transform. You broke a cycle. Yeah, that was the card that it wanted me to see. You broke a cycle when it came to this. It's also like the wheel turned. So you went from having bad luck to now good luck. But you're in denial about this situation. When this happened, this could have happened, might happen, depending on where you are in your situation. But it's like you felt stuck. You feel like there was no direction. It's like you came to a fork in the road and you're like, I don't know which direction to take, because you're in denial about it. you know, no, I don't think this person is doing anything with anyone else. Like, they love me. Way too many cards. Yeah. As if they'd be doing that. You could have known this person since childhood. You could have had kids with this person, or you might just be thinking back about them. It took a lot of courage, or it will take a lot of courage for you to move past this situation. Because, as I said, you're in denial. Like, you're at that crossroad. You're like, I don't know which way to go. Yeah. I feel like you weren't really recognizing what was going on. You thought, though, this definitely was going to, you know, this offered real promise. Like, this was going to give you what you wanted. And that's why I think you're in denial about it. 3 of Wands. This is about you growing and becoming more confident and actually now having, like, a, what's the word I'm trying to think of? You're reaping rewards of whatever effort you put in. You're making progress. You're waiting for whatever is good for you, like whatever is meant for you to come in. Like whatever ships are coming in, you're waiting for them. Yeah. And I feel like leave this past behind. Yeah, you're coming out of a place of like this mental conflict about this situation. You're realizing there were things that were hidden, but whatever's hidden comes to light. And I mean, look at the colors in those, right? Dark, light. Things are going to be coming to light. Yeah, and it's going to be their deception and envy that you didn't see. They weren't or aren't able to give you your wishes fulfilled. And you will recover from this situation. But there's definite, you need to get out there. Like, even if you look at the 3 of Wands and your new worlds, like, there's things that you need to go and do. You need to get yourself out there. Don't let this situation stop you from living your life, because you've got good things coming. You've got fulfilled promise. You are being divinely guided. You just need to move past, yeah, the shit from the past. So I feel like don't just live in your little bubble and close yourself off, because you've got good things coming. All right. So don't shut your heart off. Let's move on. Aquarius. 01 48 40. How am I going for time? 402. All right, let's move on. Let me clear the energy first. Okay, Aquarius. What deck am I going to use? Let's do singles. Let's do what is beneath. Aquarius. Hi, I'm Rach. If you don't know who I am, then you could be seeing this on either Spiritual and Angelic Guidance or Tarot and Chat with Rach. Please go and like the other page, whichever one you're on. I'm trying to increase subscribers. I've only just started the Tarot and Chat with Rach. Take whatever resonates. I'm going to use Oracle, then Tarot. Also, if this doesn't suit your situation, check your other placements, your moon, your rising, all those. You can Google all that. And yeah, so take what resonates in this situation. All right, let's find out what is going on for Aquarius. Oh my God. Okay, Aquarius. Tell me what is going on for Aquarius. So I feel the card that when I was shuffling that sort of fell out was the watching shit go down. And it's like there was a thing of popcorn, right? So it's like you're watching shit. Let me one more card. What else is going on? So far, there's red lipstick stains, putting on a show. There is hater and copycat. Love story, once upon a time. Fake apology. They might have told you they hate you, but they don't. They hate nothing about you. All right. Let's find out what is going on in this situation. Ooh, if I can get my tarot cards. Oh, shit. My tarot cards out. I put two of them, two big decks next to each other. Oh my God. Maybe you feel like you're all over the shop, because that's how I currently feel. Like, there feels like your life's in turmoil right now. Everything was topsy-turvy. Things happen for a reason. So that could be, yeah, that could be one thing. Also, I want to say your person could be doing or could have been doing or will be doing things that maybe they shouldn't be doing. Tell me more, please, for Aquarius. Okay, so that could have, I'm getting that could be in the past. So someone hurt you and it was like, should I hurt them back? Is what I just got. The cards that came out, you've got the Two of Wands, the Emperor in reverse, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Whatever's happened, it's like you're continuing to move forward. Even though you went through this shit in the past, it's like you're still continuing to move forward. Yeah, look, emotional loss. This came out in reverse, so there was like third party. And you had the Eight of Wands in reverse as well. So this is like frustration, resisting the change. I feel like though this broke your heart, right? You went through this emotional loss here because of a third party. Now, as I said, you're continuing to move forward. So what I'm getting is this person cheated in some way, right? Whether it was with a person, whether it was maybe they went to strippers or some sexual place where women take off their clothes. and this hurt you, but you're continuing to keep moving forward, even though this broke your heart. Tell me why the Emperor's in reverse here. Yeah, this is like, you've got patience and plan. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You've got the Devil in reverse. You've got, sorry, it's all the energy of this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and you've got the World. You've got 4 major arcana just in this little section right here. Big changes. Big changes. It was like this caused massive changes in your relationship, in your life. Maybe you wasn't previously in control of like this situation, and it's like, screw that, you've done blah 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 to me, I am going to now control you. And if it's not that, it's control the situation. I'm walking away, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward, I'm finding people that want what I want in my life, which is, you know, monogamy and commitment and honesty and loyalty and, you know, those things, right? So for some of you, you are actually moving on to find that. For some of you, though, you still need to let go of that, and you still haven't. So I feel like for some of you, you still need to, yeah, decide if that's what you want or if you want to let this go. You didn't trust your intuition, but you weren't really happy, or they weren't happy. No accountability. There was dishonesty. You're someone who, you know, is all about Queen of Swords. You're like somebody who is self-sufficient, honest, independent, has clear boundaries, you know, very direct, maybe too direct with communication. But you need to release situations or people that no longer serve you. So if you're not yet this person, it's like you need to become this person. Focus on your career. Maybe you need money, but, which is interesting because the card that came out with that was the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like at the moment, it's, you're not, either not working, maybe you're not self-sufficient and maybe you need to be. At the moment, I feel like you're not making any progress. Like you're just kind of like, let's just pretend everything's perfect. Like, I don't want to deal with it. You have possibly emotionally withdrawn though from this situation. It's like you try to pretend everything's hunky-dory, everything's fine, but you're also not progressing. And for others, you do need to work on your career. Yeah, you don't want to have a new beginning though. You want love, but you don't want to have a new beginning in this situation. And that could be because you possibly have kids, or you're codependent. You want a firm foundation, and maybe this situation offers that. Because as I said, for some of you, you're not working. Now, on the bottom, Queen of Cups in reverse. self-love, self-care, codependency, not trusting your intuition, yeah, tell me why that's here. I feel like that's describing you. Yeah, you didn't see that deception and envy. And the fertility card. It's interesting, you've got the Emperor and the Empress and they're both in reverse. To me, this is karmic. This is a karmic relationship. You're in control of you and you can only control you. You can't control this other person. So you can decide if you want to leave or if you want to stay, or if you can forgive them or you can't. Like, whatever this is up to you, but I feel like this is a karmic relationship and I feel like you've been through shit. Now it's time to take back power in your own life. All right, let's move on. Yeah, and even when they do apologize, oh, I'm so sorry I hurt you. It was a fake apology. All right, Scorpio. 02, 01. Let's go 50. Okay, let's cleanse the energy first, Scorpio. Okay. All right, let's go Shadow Love deck. What do I want to do? What's the T? I'll take off my first choice. All right, Scorp. Oops. Welcome, I am Rach. If you have not seen me before, you might be watching this on either Spiritual and Angelic Guidance or Tarot and Chat with Rach. I'm starting the Tarot and Chat with Rach, so if you are new to my channel, or if you're on the other one, please go and subscribe to the other channel that you're not on. I'm trying to increase my subscribers. All right, tell me what is going on for Scorp. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, not your story, try your other placements. And I said take what resonates. All right, Scorp. Unmasking the truth. Some sort of revelation. You've taken off your rose-colored glasses with a situation as well. Unmasking the truth. Embrace the void. You're feeling some sort of emptiness when it comes to a situation that you are or were in. And I feel like were, because you're embracing the void. You're needing to embrace the void. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered, but there was something that was hidden from you. And it's like now you have a lot of inner conflict because you're like, what am I going to do about it? Do I want to sort this out? Do I want to move on? You could be turning to creative projects to try to embrace that void. There's no inner peace though. You don't feel an inner peace or it's like, I want to say you don't feel whole without this person. So that is why you've got a battle. This could be you, could be them. But you're unmasking the truth. And maybe then the rest is how your person feels. Tell me more. This person could be missing you, and that's why they're trying to fill things. They're trying to fill that void with things. And if it's not them, it's you. And they're maybe having a battle of, should I contact, you know, Scorpio, should I not? I don't feel complete without them. I don't feel an inner peace. I'm not accepting that we're over. I feel like though this person has a fierce temper, they could have too many moods, too many anger issues. They could be abusive as well. All right, let me... Okay, tell me more for Scorpio, please. All right. 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups. One more, please. That 6 of Cups, I think, was first. One more, please. Scorpio, thank you. Page of Cups. On the bottom is the Chariot in reverse. So, for somebody here is living in the past. They need forgiveness, or they need to forgive. I feel like this is probably them. But somebody here is moving forward. Tell me more. What is this? Yeah. If this is you with the moving forward part, heal your heart chakra, because that's obviously been hurt. You really have, you know, seen you guys as working together as a team. Sorry, that's my... one of my neighbors. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you'd hope that you were going to reap rewards here. You hope that this was going to be your person, and it turned out not to be. And you moved on. You stood your ground when it came to this situation. You're doing the healing. You're taking time to rest. You're probably feeling very exhausted due to the emotion that you went through. I'm sure you do miss the person, but at the same time, you know, I find that you probably did have a good time together, but yeah, it just didn't go how you'd hoped. 3 of Cups is having that circle of support in your life, friendship. You know, maybe you're going out, spending time with friends. Yeah, I feel like it's about spending quality time with the people that, you know, are important to you. You're focusing on your firm foundation. You're focusing on getting what it is you want for your life. And I feel like the mental conflict of not knowing what this person is hiding is over. You took action and you moved on. I still don't think you know everything that this person did, does, whatever. But yeah, I feel like you're you're moving on. You're wanting a firm foundation, and you're just enjoying spending time with your friends, getting out there, keeping busy. And then you've got the Page of Cups. This is some sort of news coming in. It could be somebody younger than you. New love, a creative opportunity. You're coming in like the Empress. Listen to your heart and your intuition when it comes to this situation. It's interesting, you've got cups, cups, cups. Cups. Cups are about emotions, relationships, and intimacy. And yeah, I feel like, you know, you want that relationship where you're sharing, you know, special moments with someone, and you can express how you feel, and have fun, and not worry about what they think of you. And you might even have kids with this person. Is this somebody new? Yeah, you're moving on and leaving the past behind. You want a happy home. You want a happy life. You probably are not in communication with the other person. I feel like they haven't done anything to actually come back to you as much as you probably found out a lot more about them. The Chariot is in reverse. So yeah, like, as I said, this is no action taken, no forward movement, no direction, lack of control when it comes to things. They might have addictions, that kind of thing. They might be very arrogant, aggressive. But I feel like on the other side, you're like, you're going to get what it is you want. The Sun card is the best card in the deck. The Hierophant, you've learnt. And if you are looking to get married, that kind of thing, I feel, or a high level of commitment, I feel like that's coming. You're going to find someone with the same morals, same values as you. Yeah, I feel like you're letting this past situation go. All right, that is what I have for you, Scorp. All right, Cancer. I'll say 28. Let me just quickly check the time. Shit. All right, better make these quick. I've got to go out and go and change. Let's clear the energy. All right, Cancer. Hi Cancer, I am Rach. If you don't know who I am, you might see this video on either Spiritual and Angelic Guidance or Tarot and Chat with Rach, which I'm just starting. So please, if you don't already subscribe, go and subscribe to both. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't suit you, check your other placements. And let's go. All right, Cancer for August. Playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. So someone here is playing games. Too soon, needs rescuing. You get too serious too soon. You need to get to know each other before committing fully. and needing rescuing. You're waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. I actually think, though, that for me, I'm hearing that is more like you just have that feeling that you need rescuing. You don't need to start looking, but you feel like, I feel like you need to work on you, because you don't need someone to rescue you. Tell me more. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, put in your own hard work, you know. It's about you putting in the hard work, putting in the effort. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, King of Wands on the bottom. I feel like you are making progress. You keep persevering, even though things haven't like returned effort that you are putting in. You're not getting that like, you're putting in all the effort, but there's no fruit being returned as such. But you need to look at how far you've come, because you have achievements. And it's like, you are going to be fine. You know, whatever work you put in now, it's not wasted. Like, yeah. You're ready for the next situation. But you've just got to be aware that, you know, don't get too serious too soon. This could be somebody from the past, somebody you've known for a long time. You're thinking back about your love life. You've also got the Hangman as well. So I feel like, you know, there's things that you need to let go of. You need to withdraw from, it's like better times are coming. There's a rainbow, which comes after the storm. So whatever's happened in your life, it's going to get better. You are still thinking back about the past, but you need to stand your ground when you know, I need to move on. This person was playing games with me. Four of Cups in reverse. You're wanting to break free. You're choosing happiness over game playing, because this person wasn't bringing you your wishes fulfilled. Yeah. Work on your heart chakra. Just make sure it's healed. Like, moving on, leaving the past behind. You want a happy home. You want a firm foundation. And this was not giving you that. Also, you don't need to be rescued. I feel like you possibly have a house. For some of you, like, you don't need someone to rescue you. You're quite capable of looking after yourself. The Ten of Wands, though, like, in reverse, you're doing everything here. This is like a one-sided relationship. This person just plays games, but you do everything for them because you feel like you need rescuing. You're not wanting to make a choice, or if you do, you're not making a wise choice. But you've got the World card. So this is coming to an ending. You are going to learn the lesson that there are just too many challenges and obstacles here. Yeah, you know what you want, and it's just not getting to that. But that's because you're committing too quickly, because you want to be rescued. You need to overcome obstacles. King of Wands. You're attracting people that they're afraid to commit. They have no direction in life. all because you want love. But the bigger picture is you want love, but you also don't want conflict and defeat. And that's what you're getting, because you're getting into relationships too quickly. And then you end up going through heartache and loss, and then you have to recover, which takes strength, inner strength, all because you know what you want, which you will get. You need to take back power in your own life and withdraw from this situation. As I said, you don't need rescuing. You're quite capable of getting rid of toxic situations where all they want is to play games with you. And you're holding on to them because of what you want. Yeah, you have a lack of boundaries. And that's why you feel very vulnerable, because you're needy. You are stuck in the past with people that have addictions. You keep trying to change people, but you can't change people. And then you end up feeling unloved because they can't support you. So you're chasing someone who's unavailable. And they retreat. All right, let's move on. Pisces. Last one. 46. Let's cleanse the energy. Okay, Pisces. Hi, I'm Rach. If you haven't seen my channels before, you're either on Spiritual and Angelic Guidance or Tarot and Chat with Rach. I'm starting that page, so I'll share it to both, but I've only just started the Tarot and Chat with Rach, so please go and subscribe. And take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to do some Oracle, do some Tarot. If this doesn't suit you, check your other placements. All right, let's go. Pisces. Romantic love affair. I feel like this was something you didn't know about, because it's in reverse. Secret lover. Dodging bullets. You don't know that you're dodging bullets. You're dodging bullets when it comes to this situation, because there was things you didn't know. You don't realize that you're escaping crazy people, that you're being protected. Okay, can I get some tarot, please? Five of Fire. Eight of Earth in reverse. One more. There was definitely... Oh. Let's try that again, shall we? One more card, please. For Pisces. There was definitely conflicts and competition and... One more card, please. Come on, one more card, please, for Pisces. Thank you. Eight of Water in reverse. You didn't want to walk away from a situation, and I feel like, but there was competition and conflicts, and possibly, as I said, you didn't know about it. But yeah, you're definitely learning about this. You found out details, possibly you found out details you didn't know. But it's like, you don't realize you're dodging a bullet by leaving this situation. This could have been someone younger than you. But you are going to get some sort of truth from somewhere. And it's like... you've got a circle of support, you've got friends, enjoy doing that, move on. Yeah, spend time with friends, move on. Pretty much, this is very, very easy read. Five of Fire. Yeah, so therefore there was some movement. You had to move or move location. There was a choice, a decision, and somebody chose to do what they did, and there was, yeah, movement from then. There was too many obstacles and challenges that you didn't know about, like I said. But you are going to, I feel like at the moment, for some of you, you still don't know. You still don't know about it. That this person was discontent and bored, lack of truth, like I said. Choosing, you wouldn't have chosen to walk away. With the Eight of Cups in reverse. It was like indecisive, you know, do I want to? Maybe this person was indecisive. What do I want to do? But there wasn't a firm foundation here. You had hoped that this was going to turn out the way you'd hoped, but there were things that were hidden from you and you ended up moving on. Third party. Tell me about the bottom. You could have lost money in this situation, or something material. Somebody didn't make wise choices. You need to heal your heart. Yeah, there was no fulfillment of wishes here. All right, that is what I have for you, Pisces. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you with the next read. Bye.